How do plants grow? Timmy was a curious young boy who loved playing outside in the garden. One sunny morning, as he watched bees buzz around flowers and birds chirp in the trees, he noticed a little patch of dirt in his backyard. What if I could grow my very own garden? Timmy thought excitedly. With this idea, he ran to his mother and said, "Mom, I want to grow plants. How do I do it?" His mother smiled and handed him a small packet of seeds. "Start with these," she said. "But remember, plants need special care to grow. Do you know how they grow?" Timmy shook his head. "Not really. I just know they start small and get big." "How does that happen?" "Well," his mother replied, "why don't you try planting these seeds and see for yourself?" Timmy rushed to the backyard, dug small holes in the soil, and placed the seeds inside. He covered them gently with soil, then watered them just as his mom had told him. But as he stood there, staring at the dirt, he wondered aloud, what happens now? How do these little seeds turn into big, leafy plants? Suddenly, Timmy heard a soft musical voice. "Hello, Timmy." Startled, he looked around. To his amazement, one of the nearby flowers was talking. It was a bright, cheerful sunflower with a face in the middle of its golden petals. "I'm Sunny," said the flower. "I heard your question about how plants grow. Would you like me to explain?" Timmy nodded eagerly. "Yes, please. I don't understand how something so small can become so big and beautiful like you." Sunny chuckled. "Well, let me tell you a secret. Growing a plant is like baking a cake. You need the right ingredients. For plants, the ingredients are soil, water, sunlight, and air. Let's start with the seed you just planted." Sunny bent down toward the soil. Inside every seed is a tiny plant waiting to grow. But first, the seed needs water. When you water the soil, the seed soaks it up and begins to wake up from its deep sleep. "Like magic?" Timmy asked. "Exactly," Sunny said. The water softens the seed's outer shell, and the little plant inside starts to stretch and grow roots. These roots dig deep into the soil to find more water and nutrients. Think of the roots as straws that drink up everything the plant needs to stay strong and healthy. Timmy crouched down, peering closely at the soil as if he could see the roots growing beneath it. "What happens next?" Sunny smiled. "Once the roots are in place, the plant starts to grow upward. That's when a tiny shoot pokes out of the soil and reaches for sunlight. Plants love sunlight. They use it to make their food in a process called photosynthesis." Timmy furrowed his brow. "Photo? What?" "Photosynthesis," Sunny repeated patiently. "It's how plants turn sunlight into food. Imagine the leaves as little kitchens. When sunlight hits the leaves, they mix it with water from the roots and carbon dioxide from the air to make sugar. This sugar is the plant's food, and it helps it grow taller and stronger." "Wow!" Timmy exclaimed. "So plants eat sunlight?" "In a way, yes," Sunny replied. "But they don't just use sunlight. The soil is important too. Soil is like a big pantry filled with nutrients, tiny bits of food that plants need to grow. And when you water the soil, those nutrients travel through the roots and up into the plant." Timmy nodded, starting to understand. "So, water, sunlight, and soil all work together to help plants grow?" "You've got it," Sunny said. "And don't forget about air. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. That's another secret. Plants help clean the air we breathe." Timmy's eyes widened. "Plants give us oxygen? That's amazing." Sunny beamed. "It sure is. Plants are full of surprises. Did you know some plants don't even need sunlight to grow?" "Really?" Timmy asked, astonished. "How is that possible?" "Take mushrooms, for example," Sunny explained. "They're not like regular plants. They don't use photosynthesis because they don't have leaves or chlorophyll. Instead, they grow in the dark by feeding on nutrients in dead leaves, wood, or other organic matter. It's a different way of growing, but it works for them. Timmy clapped his hands. That's so cool! I want to grow mushrooms too. Sunny laughed. One step at a time, Timmy. First, let's see how your seeds grow. With a little patience and care, they'll sprout into beautiful plants before you know it. Over the next few weeks, Timmy watered his seeds every day and made sure they got plenty of sunlight. He even talked to them, just like he did with Sunny. Slowly but surely, tiny green shoots began to appear. Timmy was thrilled. As the days passed, the shoots grew taller, sprouting leaves and even flowers. Timmy's garden was coming to life, and he couldn't be prouder. He ran to Sunny and said, "Thank you for teaching me how plants grow. Now I know it's not magic. It's science." Sunny winked. "Science is its own kind of magic, Timmy. And now that you know the secret, you can grow all the plants you want." Timmy smiled, looking out at his flourishing garden. He knew this was just the beginning of his gardening adventure. With Sunny's help and his newfound knowledge, there was no limit to what he could grow. And so, Timmy's garden became the most beautiful spot in the neighborhood, full of colorful flowers, tall trees, and even a patch of mushrooms growing in the shade. Every time he looked at it, Timmy remembered Sunny's lesson and felt proud of what he had accomplished. From that day on, Timmy wasn't just a curious boy. He was a young gardener, ready to explore the wonders of nature, one plant at a time.